You know, everybody talks about, Kabir, how calm you are as a person, and then you work with these big stars. My question is, are you ever in awe of them? How do you handle them is what my question is.
I've never really been a hero worshipper, but I've admired people. And when it comes to actors, even as you write, I've worked with some sort of mega stars. I've never understood, when people say, oh, that star interferes a lot, or that. It's how can it be? In fact, I would say that if my actor does not interfere enough, I'll be scared, because then I'm thinking this person is not interested.
You know, recently I interviewed Ali Abbas Zafar also. He was talking about working with Salman Khan, and he said that he had a great experience. From where I'm sitting, Salman Khan is just looking at me from the Tiger Ka poster. You tell me your experience with him.
In my journey of Ek Tha Tiger, did Salman ever take that position where he would say that, listen, I'm Salman Khan, I have 50 blockbusters, you made 2 films, so why are you arguing? Never. And that's an amazing quality to have. It was never like it's my way or the highway.
Yeah.
Each experience has actually been a very good experience.
What will you watch on the big screen next? Excited about Pathaan? You know Shah Rukh Khan very well.
I'm very excited about Pathaan and I'm really looking forward to it. So it's definitely going to be... Hi, I'm Kabir Khan and you're watching this interview on Bollywood Hungama.
You know, everybody talks about, Kabir, how calm you are as a person, and then you work with these big stars. My question is, are you ever in awe of them? How do you handle them is what my question is. So is it as difficult as people make it out?
No.
Or
actually, that's what I like to say. It's never as difficult as people like to make it out. Firstly, no. I've never been, as a person, I've never been in awe of somebody. I've really admired people.
Yes.
It could be, film stars, it could be writers, it could be sportsmen. I've really admired them. But I've seen myself, I've never been able to hero worship anybody. So for me, it's about some aspect of somebody's work that I really love, but it doesn't always extend to the personality, because I've also realized that sometimes that's a mistake we make. That when we love somebody's work, we try and put that onto that person and assume that great work means a great person. And I think that's not a right way to look at a person, because 9 times out of 10 you will be disappointed by that person, because it's not necessary that a great person only can create a great piece of art, right? So no, I've never really been a hero worshipper, but I've admired people. And when it comes to actors, even as you write, I've worked with some sort of mega stars. There's never been a position of being in awe, but yes, I've always respected for what they've achieved and what their position is. And I think handling actors, there's no one way of handling actors, because I'll tell you what, every actor is a different personality, right? So how can you handle 2 different personalities with the same approach? You can't. Ultimately, what is a director's job? A director's job, once we have written our scripts, once we've done what is the creative aspect of it, making the film is an act of war. It's like literally you are battling anything that can come and derail you, right?
Wow.
So it's about, I feel, a large part of a director's job is how to take 100 people's energies on that set and make sure that they are in tandem with you. That you're basically making 100 people believe in your energy, in your vision, and sort of pulling them forward. And one of those people, the most important, is your star, right? Yeah. So you just have to have, and now the approach can be according to that person's personality. With some people, it could be using a child psychology, because you feel that this person is childish. Maybe if I use this. With some people, it's okay, let's have a talk, let's have a chat, let's either you convince me or I convince you. So it's, I think, different with different people. And you understand that in the stage of prep of a film, you obviously meet the actor, you do narrations, you do readings, you do discussions. You understand that person and that person's personality, and that's the way you approach them while you're making the film. But having said that, I've never understood, when people say, oh, that star interferes a lot, or that. It's how can it be? In fact, I would say that if my actor does not interfere enough, I'll be scared, because then I'm thinking this person's not interested. This person's brain dead. I don't want a creative person to come onto my set and say, I want you to do this, and he does that. I want him to turn around and say, can't I do this? And sometimes when they say, can't I do this? I say, I didn't even look at it that way.
You're
And
okay with that?
I love it. I always want, not just me, if you actually in my team, even with my assistant directors, there's no hierarchy.
Okay.
My junior most AD knows that they can come up to me and say, don't you think it'll be better like this?
Okay.
And I might dismiss it in 5 seconds, or it might spark off something in me and say, I never thought of it like that.
Right.
Because I think the worst thing a creative person can do is become arrogant about their creativity. You can't close yourself up and be that arrogant about your creativity that there is no better way of looking at it. What I like to do is that I will take in a lot of opinions. I might shut them all off and throw them all off and still do. But I'm going to take them in, because once in those 10 suggestions, there will be one that you would not have thought of. And you would have said, this is better than what I had in mind. And it's happened so many times. Whether it's been a suggestion from my actors, whether it's been from my DOP, or whether it's been from some of my assistants. I've got a suggestion, it's made me realize I didn't think of it this way, and this is looking better.
Right.
And I've done that.
Nice. Recently I interviewed Ali Abbas Zafar also. He was talking about working with Salman Khan, and he said that he had a great experience. From where I am sitting, Salman Khan is just looking at me from the Tiger Ka poster. You tell me your experience with him. Like, what was...
See, you cannot take away from my filmography Salman Khan.
Correct.
At the position that I am because of my association with Salman. Some of my biggest films are with him. And I have had some fabulous, I mean, when you make 3 films, obviously you're going to have a lot of experiences. And I have, as I said, had a very good working relationship with him. I've really enjoyed the films I've made with him. And as I said, with him also, he's full of ideas, and he'll always come and he'll give suggestions. I never look at it as interference. I'm very happy that Salman Khan is coming and thinking about what I've told him, thinking about my scene and thinking of my character. Now, I might not agree with him.
It's a way to look at it.
And there have been times when we've not agreed about it, and we have argued, and he has sometimes sulked, sometimes, but it's always been either I should be able to convince him or he will convince me. It's never been a breakpoint like, okay, I'll shoot it like this and like this. It's never happened like that. And he's not that kind of a person. Even he will, and I must say this, again, not something that I've mentioned before. One of the things that I've probably ended up making 3 films with Salman is that, and remember my first film with him, the beginning of the Tiger series, which of course went on to be commercially very successful, was my film after New York. I just made Kabul Express and New York, and Kabul Express, I mean, a successful film, but not in terms of the way you talk about mainstream cinema, right? New York is a successful film. But again, not at the levels that Salman has seen. But never in all my arguments, and that film was probably the one where we had the most arguments, because it was the first time that we were getting together. Never in my journey of Ekta Tiger did Salman ever take that position where he would say that, listen, I'm Salman Khan, I have 50 blockbusters, you made 2 films, so why are you arguing? Never. That's an amazing quality to have. It was never like it's my way or the highway. He would sulk, he would argue, he would do that, but it would never be, just कहते हैं बदतमीजी कभी नहीं. And that's a great quality to have for somebody at that level and that position that he's acquired in the industry. So yeah, it's been, as I said, for me, each experience has actually been a very good experience because, I have always believed, Rohit, that I'm doing what I love. Right? And I get paid a lot of money to do what I love. Can I ask for a better life? So I'm the documentary filmmaker who came from Delhi with a dream कि एक picture बनानी. I want to make that one film. At least in my life, I should be able to say that I managed to make that one film. And I made that film, Kabul Express. Right? Now, for me, honestly, it's not just, I'm not trying to sound like a guruji, but for me, after Kabul Express, everything is a bonus. Because and that's something I think is very important. I even tell a lot of people who work with me, I said, never forget your original dream, because if you keep that in perspective, you'll always be happy and satisfied. It's only when we start, pushing our dreams up and saying, oh, I'm not happy, my last film didn't do well. Because come on, you are being paid to do what you love. I feel like I've never worked in my life. Because I love being on set. I love making films. So it's you're following your passion. It's never been drudgery. It's never been, oh, I have to finish this assignment or anything. So really, there can be no complaints. If you've been on a journey with actors who are so successful, so popular, who are legends, and you have your name attached to them. You have sometimes helped in making that journey better for them also. What more can you ask for?
That's amazing. You look at it in that way. That's really important, and that's why you are a happy person. And you
I
do
think
what,
that's the only way
yeah,
to be, especially in this industry.
Right.
You know, you can't be too much about your failures and successes. And I often said that you know, if you don't take your success too seriously, the failures won't affect you. It's when you take your successes, because this industry makes you feel like God.
Yeah.
When you have a blockbuster,
Huge hit, yeah.
you are God.
Yeah, yeah.
And God forbid your next film doesn't happen and you've taken that too seriously,
Immediately
you'll
down.
come spiraling down.
Right.
So I think you have to remain even keel, and I would give a lot of credit to that attitude that I have to my initial 6 years in Yash Raj.
Okay.
That's something that I must mention about Yash Raj films and Aditya Chopra and Yashji, the way they, you know, you are what you are irrespective of what your last Friday was. You know, it's not like anybody in Yash Raj is going to treat you differently because you've just delivered a blockbuster, or they'll treat you differently because your film didn't quite, you know, do as much business as it's supposed to be. You say it's like a cocoon.
Yeah.
And I think that was really important, especially in the formative years, because those first six years where, you know, Adi gave me 3 very distinct films to do. If you look at Kabul, New York and Tiger, they're very different kinds of films in terms of not only scale and budget, but also the kind of storytelling and everything. So I think that really, I must say, helped me in getting that attitude towards film. So that's the reason why I feel blessed and really happy that I'm being able to just continue making the story. I mean, ultimately that's what success is for me, that you're able to continue to make the stories that you are excited for. The day I'm not being able to do that and then I have to follow somebody's diktat saying, nahi, ab tu ye bana, then I'll realize that, okay, now I'm not successful as a filmmaker. Now I'm just doing it as a job and I'm sort of, you know, doing it maybe for the money or to keep the things going. But till the day that I'm being able to choose my stories that excite me and I get somebody to back me and I get actors to collaborate with me, I think I'm really successful.
Nice, right? What you're saying is that those 6 years are, for everyone who starts, are your formative years, are your schooling years.
I mean, Yash Raj is my school.
Yash Raj is your school. Lastly, before you go, what will you watch on the big screen next? Excited about Pathaan? You know Shah Rukh Khan very well.
I'm very excited about Pathaan and I'm really looking forward to it. So it's definitely going to be, but unfortunately, 25th of this month, I'm traveling to Rotterdam because the Rotterdam Film Festival is screening Bajrangi Bhaijaan on the 26th. So I'm actually going to miss the premiere of, not the premiere, but the first day of Pathaan. But immediately, as soon as I'm back, I'm going to watch it. But I'm really looking forward to Pathaan.
Great. Kabir, we are looking forward to that and we are looking forward to what you do next. Keep this going because you are doing what you love. You're also doing what we love.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kabir. Thank you, Kabir. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Hi, I'm Kabir Khan and you're watching this interview on Bollywood Hungama.